Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Bob Pori, and I'm interviewing Tom Dembski on the eve of the Summit Marathon. Tom has just returned from a 2-week training session in Hawaii and looks to be in fine shape for this grueling event. Tom, would you compare for us your training that you've done this year as opposed to that which you've done last year?
Well, this year I went 103 miles the final week prior to the cool down, and before that the other 2 weeks were 60 and 50 miles respectively. The previous year I did a 78, if I can remember correctly, 90 and then about an 82 mile the 3 weeks prior to the last week of training. It was very tough to train in Hawaii because of the humidity and the heat, and the
fun.
And the fun. It's hard to, when you have the philosophy of kick back, to know that you have to get out there and run and train. Lots of times I was running in the dark. In fact, I was running down the road before light one morning, and a big Hawaiian with a big belly was running up the other side, coming up the other direction, and I ran right into him, scared the death out of him, and I was scared myself. And we both said, excuse me, and we went on our way. Frightening experience, but lots of the training was done in the dark, so because of the heat and the humidity precluded you from running during the day or during the heat of the day. So hopefully that will help me run in Santa Cruz because it's so cool and the humidity is very low here.
That's true. It may even be really high humidity tomorrow. It might rain is what I'm listening to. The weather.
Yeah, that's the same as we had last year, and we're planning to have someone carry an extra pair of shoes for us at the summit so that if we need to change our socks and shoes, someone will be there.
That's good thinking. What was your time last year?
Last year it was 3:38, and if you can remember our interview then, I was shooting for 4 hours. Well, I'm still shooting for the same for this year, but I'd like to do 3:30 if I'm in as good a shape as I was last year. Hopefully I am, and I'll be able to accomplish that feat.
Sounds good. What's your weight this year?
My weight is about 3 pounds over what I had last year. It was 145 last year, and this year it's 148.
I see. Are you using the same kind of shoes?
Same shoes. I have 2 pairs this year, so if it rains, it'll be an extra pair at the summit.
What were the easiest parts, if there's such a thing, and the hardest parts of the run last year?
Well, the 2 easiest parts were when I hit the summit and the end.
Well, I can see the end, but I'm not sure about the summit.
And the most difficult was, well, the reason that was is because I was so elated.
I see.
You know, and I was so happy to be at the top. The hardest part was the beginning and the first few miles, not knowing how steep the hills were and how difficult the run would be, since I had never done the course before.
Do you think that since you've done the course now, it will be to your benefit, or you think it'll work psychologically against you?
Curious that you would ask that. I've been mulling that over in my mind for many weeks now. Sometimes when you run hills, if you don't know what to expect, it's easier. Mm-hmm. And sometimes if you've done it already and you know that you can do it, you feel that it would be easier and you fail. You're not able to complete it, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
So I have been curiously thinking about that same thing, and I don't know. It'll be interesting. That's the shaky part.
That should be interesting to find out for sure. Are you expecting any trouble with your toe?
Well, both my adjacent toes are black on either side from the pounding. They're not, the one that is gone had taken a lot of the punishment, and the other 2 now, they're not used to that pounding, and both the nails have turned black. So I don't know. It doesn't hurt me when I run, so I think I'll be able to accomplish it. That won't, I don't think that'll be a factor.
Good, good. What kinds of things will you think about if the going gets really tough? What do you do to keep going?
Well, I pray a lot, and oh, you do everything. Fill prescriptions, and I recite poetry, and I ran with a friend of mine in Hawaii, and he said, we were talking about the things that we think about, and he said he builds houses. That's his hobby, and he builds houses while he's going along. So I guess everybody does a little of their own thing. And I'll try to think of the good things so that it'll be smoother.
Good. Tommy is running with you.
Tom is running, and Dr. Vetter just gave me an idea of drafting, and I guess to draft behind Tommy might be in order on this run.
He might do it to you.
I don't know.
Well, he could be good moral support, I would suspect.
He will be a help under any circumstances, yeah. It's always good to run with a friend.
Right.
And
right.
Tommy certainly is my friend.
Well, I think that's about all the time that we have. I appreciate you sharing your thoughts with us, and I want to wish you the best of luck tomorrow.
I need it.
And
Thank you.
we'll see you there.
Yeah, good.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you. Worse than last year. Worse. Had to stop twice.
Did you? Where'd you stop?
Not to really rest too much. Had trouble, you know.
Jack, no more.
Beat last year's fine. We're at 3. Beat it by 6. That's good. Didn't make 3:30, but 3:33 is okay in this kind of weather. It was hailing up there.
A lot of people were slow.
It was hailing. Holy man, it was cold. My hands were freezing.
Yeah.
Even with the gloves.
It's a cold run.
Oh, what a mug. Cold mug. You got Where's my t-shirt? That's what I did this race for again. It's going to be the last time I ran this race.
That's about as close to a marathon as I want to get.